Now I remember it was Ramjet, Dirge, and Astro Train. Anyway, hey guys, this is SoulRack333 with another review. And here I have the Transformers, the movie studio series Perceptor with Ratbat and Ramhorn. And yeah, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about this. I'll get to the point. If you missed out on the previous Perceptor, get this. If you already have Perceptor, there's no reason to get this. There are some upgrades, but then there are compromises. So it's like it's a mixed bag. So if you missed out, then yeah, I think it's worth getting this. But if you already have it, I don't know if it's worth it. But here he is in his alt mode. It does look nice. The only thing I do not like visually is the plastic window. I prefer clear plastic, so I don't like that. I love this, and that's it. So yes, the colors are cartoon accurate, but that never bothered me. I just don't like this, but I love that. But then there's other things that I'm not a fan of. I don't like. Again, that's just plastic. There's no clear glass or clear plastic here or here. So yeah, I do love this. I love that clear plastic. I love that you can see through it and you can see the Autobot symbol on his chest. I even thought about doing some parts swapping, but that won't work because of where this Autobot symbol is. If I put this there, it's gonna cover up the symbol. So when I transform him into robot mode, he'll just have no Autobot symbol. Now, I can put a sticker, but then what's going to happen? He'll have two Autobot symbols, there and there. And I don't want to remove this because the whole chest is painted. If I remove that, I will probably remove the paint on the chest. As for the chest, I don't understand why they used ugly brown plastic, other than it's the same brown they used for this. And they're like, fuck it, let's use it, and then paint it red. So there's a lot of things I'm not liking about this figure. So like I said, if you missed out on this, then get that. But here's the thing, when they changed the chest, I mean, all they really needed was this, a back piece. I had to get the non-F Productions upgrade kit that just pegs in there. So all they needed to do was put a little hinge right there. I don't think they really needed to redesign the whole chest, because what happened? This is very secure. This is not. That's all there is. It's the same forearm, so it has this amount of gap right here for this little post, and because of that, it pegs in there, but there's nothing for the back half to peg onto. This one has a larger peg that fits perfectly there, which makes it secure. So yeah, they upgraded things, but then they chose to cheap out in other areas. And yeah, and I don't think my part swapping ideas would work. I prefer the black versus the gray, so I was going to part swap a lot of things, but then this is like a bright red. This is kind of like an orangey red, I guess. I do like the red, so I would have liked to part swap the black and gray pieces. But I don't think, maybe this is glued in there, but I don't want to mess it up. So, I don't know. Oh well. And as for Ratbat and Ramhorn, well, I guess I'll do that later. Transform him. Just bring out the legs, bring him down, bring out the feet. And then bring these down. I still don't like how this goes to the left. I prefer it to be on the right shoulder. Oh well. Then bring these up. Flip out the hands. And then now we can open this up and flip out the head. And there you go. That's all that needed. He is. And this is very simple to transform. I'll just do it right here. Yeah, this feels so much better. Yeah, ugly. Slightly better. Now, I think the torso made him slightly taller. His chest is wider, so is his waist. The arms are longer, the forearms, but they feel loose. I see now. Look. These are different shades, and so are these. These thighs are the same shade. So these don't even match. So yeah, yeah, I'm noticing that these do not match. So yeah, if you already have this guy, I don't know, let's just pass on that. Then here's this gun, and I noticed this gun peg is really big. And I think because of the bigger torso, you can't transform him into his tank mode, which I never cared for anyway. There they are. And then got Ramhorn. Here's Blaster. And he does fit, so that's cool. Pew, pew. I still remember that scene in the movie where he's like, two can play the game. And transform him. Pop the horn out. Bring the head out. Flip out his little legs. And then this, I guess you can use it as a weapon, which I think is lame. Put this pegs on underneath his body and then wraps around the back, pegs onto the side, and now he has a tail. I don't know, I had mixed feelings about this, but that's fine. Ravage, the original Ravage, has some parts for me. So does Laserbeak. There he is. And as for Ratbat, I think this is the 4th time we've gotten Ratbat. I think this is the one I was using as my Ratbat. I think this came as part of a set, and I don't remember. I don't know. These two I have with Sound Blaster, or Sound, whatever his name is. And then this one goes with Soundwave. So I usually have them pegged. Oh no, this Soundwave. You have a whole bunch of sound waves here. So both of them. And this one, that one, I keep there. And I don't know, I'm just gonna have this pegged on there. But look, this is meant for Ratbat, but they molded this in the same red as Perceptor. Why? Why can't they keep track of this shit? Anyway, there. Open the wings. Bring them out. Bring his little feet out. And his head just kind of angle forward. And there he is. Ratbat. So I'll have to see which Ratbat I prefer. I think I do like this one better. Just can't stand up. And then these. This one seems to have a different head sculpt. And this one has the same head sculpt. An army of Ratbats. Now, let's see. I think that looks cool, other than that red right there. Yeah. I'll have to see which one is more cartoon accurate. I never saw Steeljaw, so my blaster is going to be missing some minions. Here's a eject. So yeah, there he is. Perceptor with Ramjet and Ramhorn and Ratbat, and I now have Ratbat. Here's sound wave. I think we're getting a new sound wave. I don't know. And then show him with other movie figures. And then Defcon. I found both of these at 2 different Targets. So yeah, I don't know. I have mixed feelings. If you don't have them, get it. If you already have them and you're not missing the cassettes, either pass on it or get it and then maybe sell the cassettes if you don't want them. But yeah, there he is. I don't know. Thanks for watching.